Hey guys, it's Bella, and I have not posted a video on my channel for a while, and that is because I've been working on something, and I'm very excited to finally show you guys a teaser of what that thing is. And what that thing is I have been translating a computer game into Gothic, and in this case it happens to be my very favourite computer game, Arx Fatalis, because I think that for ancient languages, one of the biggest difficulties we face in learning is that we don't have an environment where we can go to be fully immersed in the language. And even if we do have such environments, they can be hard to seek out, or they can only meet once a month or something. Whereas having a computer game in the language gives you a world that you can step into and be fully immersed in language, and also have it available to you. You can go slow, you can ask them to repeat themselves, you can reread things, etc. And so that's what I've been doing with this game, Arx Fatalis. It's open source, so when it's fully done, I will be able to distribute the translation freely without any legal issues. And I have translated it into Gothic. So currently I've translated only the tutorial stage of the game, and I'm going to be working in the course of this upcoming year on translating the rest of it into Gothic. As you can see here, the interface is all translated into Gothic. So if I go into Gusa here, which are options, I can change the video settings, the sound settings, control settings, etc. All of these commands are in Gothic. And in the tutorial stage of the game, which we will enter now, all of the text is in Gothic. So I'm going to show you guys what it's like, what the progress is. So I need to make a point about a lot of the terms here. So within the game, obviously, there is language that's used in the game, and there's language that refers to things that are meta to the game. So for this word here, for instance, you can see in the top, in this part of the screen, when I hover over this icon, the text will appear explaining what this statistic, what this stat does. I've given these stats Latin names, like fortitudo, mentalis, dexteritas, constitutio, gradus, etc. And the reason is because I'm using these to distinguish from the word and the concept as generally used in the game. So fortitudo in Latin means strength. The word for strength in Gothic is machts. But when there's like a book in the game, for instance, that's talking about strength, it's going to say machts and not fortitudo. But when you see the word fortitudo spelled this way in the game, you'll know that it's a statistic in the game, and it's not actually part of the lore itself. Like when a weapon says +4 bonus to fortitudo, that means it's talking about your statistics and not the actual strength. Likewise, for all of these, you can hover over them and you can see a description of what it is. So class themes, your armor class, anstas vitra magica is your resistance against magic, anstas thina vitra lubi, your resistance against poison, bucca tienes os nasins, your health points, bucca tienes os manos, your mana points, gradus skadins dove anas lahan macht, the level of damage that you are able to strike, to deal out. Bucca gakosines darbadu ferinan iftum grado. The amount of experience points, bucca gakosines, needed to reach the next level, etc. Now, the way the game works when you start is you have a certain number of points and you can distribute them to certain skills. I'm going to go all in on the strength for the time being, just because it'll mean that I can get through this tutorial stage very quickly and easily and show you guys things. But for players, I actually recommend focusing on dexterity and mental more, and getting big on acrobatio or stealth, and maybe magic, because although you're less powerful, it's way more fun to play as stealth in this game. But it's slower, so. This is our intro scene. I'll let this run because So we've been captured. Here we are. We're going to wake up. Right, so in the top, in this part of the screen, we'll see tutorial messages coming up, and the tutorial messages are flagged by that symbol. And if you miss them, because they do flash out quite quickly, and it's a lot to read, the important ones get saved in your tutorial log here, so you can read them. So this one says, so this case is right click in order to change from cursor mode to mouse look mode. So, like so. So cursor mode is this, where you can select things, and mouse look mode is like that, where you look around with this. I'll do a quick demonstration of the thing. So for this demonstration, I've turned the speech volume off, and the speech is still in English because I need to record voice files for that, so I haven't yet figured out how to change the audio file. If you know, in watching this video, how to change the audio files in Arx Fatalis to speak in, to replace them with my own audio files, please let me know, because that would be very much appreciated.
My memory, it's gone. I remember nothing. Not even my own.
So as you can see, we've got the subtitles in Gothic.
The gobblers probably crept up on you from behind. Bloody gobblers. Come on, look around your cell. There has to be a way to get out on your side. I can't do anything on my side.
Okay. So now I'm going to turn speech back down so that we're not interrupted by the English, and that this is a purely Gothic experience for the time being. So for now, I'll demonstrate some things. So if I crouch by these things, these are mushrooms, swans, and of course it's an item label, so all of that's in Gothic. Querni, skull. I'm being very disrespectful to this skull. So this hint says click on something and pull it to move it, and drag it to move it. If you want to put something in directly into your inventory, you need to left click and hold down, I believe, stealth mode in order to do that. So now we're out of the prison. I get to equip this bone, Gahal, to hold. Now I'm equipping it, and this is why I chose strength, so that I can run out here and very speedily bash this guy on the head, knock him down. Fantastic, he's dead. Now if I take the things from his inventory, I look at this letter. You'll see this letter is all in Gothic. Equimadu ufsadiantuk, bithechvanech matia, du isechwis kumand, du atsechwis bi nuyana, saslith tukith anatole. So I'll take that. Thank you very much. One thing I may be doing on the Gothic Discord is lessons based on this. So I may have participants or players testing the game go through a zone like this and have them be like, hey, can you identify some objects and tell me some words that you've learned from playing this game in Gothic? So they might go through this room and be like, oh, well, now I know that stolila is a stool, but stols is a chair. I maybe know that flasco winis is a bottle of wine. I know that lefs is a loaf of bread, etc. So we can go through here. So I just need to smash the thing there. But I need to pull this gardisasna, a lever, to open the gate. Now, for a lot of the words here, such as gardisasna, we don't have them attested in Gothic. I'm going to be uploading them to the Gutix channel word and phrase creation section, but I'm hoping a lot of them are going to be as obvious as possible, or at least can be understandable from Proto-Germanic. Part of this also, though, is an opportunity for people to learn new words, so you can learn from context what gardisasna is. And I can pull this, and now we are in the cutscene, the dialogue in Gothic. Jag vill ni makt gamunan nauns dinis, that I ein behaldan skalt. A hugith itsai namoni habet ad kunirasta. Kultardim, jak dels gateonis ratam dane was. Imsagar, yeah. These huile that are namahada. Hoasis or gatewanis ratondane. We'll need to get the proper audio files up because the text goes up a little too quickly to just read it aloud. But this is in this sentence, the character called Tar explains what the situation of the game is like. So he's injured. He's saying, I can't go through this hole. I'll wait here until you can open the door. So we're going to go down now. Woo! To the next level. So up there, if we look at the map. Do we have a map? Yes. So that was level 2 that we were on. Levels 1, 2, and 3 have all been translated into Gothic. Now, levels, or rather certain areas of level 1, but certain levels 2 and 3 are all translated. And these are the ones that you're mostly in for the tutorial version. Here we can see some more objects. So grasa líquida, medicinal plants, we have ferns, we have halos vadios, a little brick part of a wall, a stone from a wall. We have a rat up here that we need to kill. I'm literally in this video just going to be walking you through the tutorial version of the game and showing off what I've translated into Gothic so far. And hopefully, if you would be interested in playing a full version of this, please let me know in the comments or just in a DM on the Discord server if you happen to know me there. This would be really useful. Now, we can cast a spell. So in my quest log, it says, so now that you've found your first runestones, open your book, so this book, and cast your first spell. So we're going to do that. So we press and hold down magic mode, which I'm doing, and we draw the symbols of the runes in the air, like so. So that one lights the flames. And if we look in our spell book, this one, the spell is called Tandian, which means to ignite in Gothic. It's an attested word, actually. Tandian, to ignite. And let me see if we can... Yes, so normally if we go there, Tandian, in the top of the screen, it'll explain what the spell does. So in this case, Tandith funi vera wechta galikskimam in givane bilukion. So Tandith funi vera wechta galikskimam in givane bilukion. So it means it ignites flammable things such as torches in a given area. And that's what it's done. It's lit the torch. So let's take that torch. Let's ready our bone. Let's go kill that rat that I heard up there. Smack. Oh no, double damage is in English. That's bad. I must have missed that one by accident. I will certainly go back and fix that. So here is the mechanism. There is a secret way to open it, but I'm going to show you the proper way, the way that you're given help for in the thing. So this is a spider web where we attracted this. It's an earthquake just there. Rabbit. Water bloma, water lilies. Nos, corpse. So we have mushrooms, more mushrooms. Here we can cast a spell to light a fire. And then we can put our meat by the fire. And it'll cook eventually, like so. So now let's go and fight this spider. Oh no. Yep, you're dead now. Okay, let's go through here. That's right. Bunch more things. And now in here we have the rope that we need to fix the elevator mechanism. Wonderful. So now let's go back. So as you'll be noticing, everything in this game is in Gothic. The quest instructions, your records, the letters, everything. So you really are forced to use your Gothic to navigate this game in a way that you may not be otherwise. So we just leveled up, which is good. I'll take this. I'm going to move this. This is a secret area. And there's tons of secret areas, Easter eggs and such in Arx Fatalis. I cannot recommend enough that you explore this game when you get in there. It's just fantastic. That's weird, because quick action. That's been translated. I don't know why that. But this is good for me testing it through. I need to identify where there are things that have not been translated or something's going weird. Let's see. The word for action, by the way, is Tarweens. Tarweens. Okay. There we go. This rat's dead. Now we can take this stuff. And we can use this Garrisasna again, the lever, to make the elevator work. We can go through here to get out of this prison. Here's this little water area, and there's another rat which we need to kill. I need to fix that double damage thing. Here we have, we have some more medicinal herbs, really fun things. We have a fish, fisks frisks, which is incredibly difficult to pronounce. And now let us go out. I'll show you guys so we can prepare this spell in our inventory. This is a magic missile spell that we have in the inventory. And now, awesome. He's going to bring us back to our cell. Or so he thinks. I mean, it's cute, honestly, that he thinks that. He's dead. Wonderful. So this is a Froyabuye, a goblin lord. So we can take the things from his body. And we can use this little key from earlier to open this door. So one hidden area opens another hidden area. You have all sorts of fun. You have a rolling pin here, mandals, a treasure chest or a hoard, a fatistel, a barrel, so we can light the fire here if we crouch. Oh no, you talk. And now that we've lit the fire, we can do a few things that are really fun. So, we can have these things in front of us. The rolling pin. So, apply the water to the flour, you get dough. Apply the rolling pin to the dough, you get an uncooked pie, torta un garbida. Then you apply the apple to it, you have an apple pie. And then you move that over to the fire. It expands. And then you have a nice cooked apple pie, which in my opinion is just a lot of fun. And there's loads of small little things like this in the game that you can do. It's fantastic, really. I meant to say also, I'm just going to go through and kill everyone here now so that we can show you guys things. So this is a warning about stealth, saying that they can hear you, so you might want to walk quietly. My character is not good at stealth, so I'm not going to bother trying to sneak up on them. I'm just going to kill them. But again, I highly recommend you play as stealth when you do play the game, because it's just the most fun way to play. It's the most challenging, but also the most rewarding. Because fighting your way through most of the time doesn't actually help you very much. So this is one of the cool things I like about this, is that we can learn loads of everyday words in Gothic that we never get a chance to. Like, here's the word for pillow, wangaris. We have rega carto, a set of cards, a deck of cards. Feitsel, a container, a vessel. Stollila. There's all sorts of really fun things that we can learn from going through this game. And one thing I'm probably going to do with this game is I'm going to do some lessons using the game in the Gothic Discord server. So one thing I might do is I might play through and ask people to interpret things like, hey, what does this part of the quest log mean? Or what do we need to do in this situation? Help me out, help me understand this. Because I understand that it's a lot of Gothic, especially if you're a student, to take in all at once. But it can still be useful. So now we need to talk to this goblin here. And the Gothic here says, who are you? Aren't you on the wrong side of those bars? He says, my name's Pulsius, and I'll help you if you help me. Just open the door. He says, give me one good reason why I should. Then Pulsius says, I'll help you if one day you need help. And there's a bit of a joke about him not speaking very well. So we pull this Gardisasna to open his cell, and then he thanks you, and he says, Ik gang door taverna Joep. I'll go to the tavern upstairs. If you need a Pulsius, just go to the tavern and ask for Pulsius. So that's where we're going to go now. But first we have 3 more goblins that we need to kill. And I hope that I'll be able to do this without dying. I'm going to drink a health potion, actually. Drank unkunt, because we're not smart enough yet to know what it is. But we can drink this. And it heals me. Oh, and notice, as we've gone through, these quest notes have stacked up. So, as an example, this is one of the first that's about our actual quest. So most of these are the tutorial instructions that are recorded here, so we can look at them later and forget, which is what I think is quite good, because if we forget what one of them has said, we can just look at it and be like, oh, this is what this tutorial instruction lets me use magic mode, etc. And you can reread it, you can look up words, take your time, etc. This entry here is one of the first entries that's about the actual quest itself. So it's recording your character's own thoughts. So it says, I appear to be in this goblin prison. So I need to get out of here and discover who I am. So that's our important quest that we're on. Right now we're trying to get out of this prison. You may notice also quickly that it's written with the F, so the D with a line through it, instead of with the thorn like we would normally write Gothic, and that's because the text in this game seems to render the F okay, but it doesn't really render the thorn very well. So, yeah, I had to make that choice to put in the F so that it would be legible. Right, we chopped off his arm with our dagger, and because of that we gained a very good sword, which is nice. I think we can actually break through this door, mate. No. When we have fireball, that's it. When you have a spell later on, you can break through that door. Bit of a spoiler, I'm afraid, sorry. So now let's decapitate this one. Okay. Right, let's loot the body. We have some justs, some cheese, which is very nice. We can go through this door, and yeah, a spellboekje. a goblin game. They're playing some kind of chess. And, oh no, I don't know. No, we can't get through this door for now. The key's back there. We need to go elsewhere. There's more goblins up here to kill. Like this one. Lovely, smooth decapitation just there. We need to kill that one as well. Oh no. Great, wonderful. Let's go up here, let's try and escape. You know, upwards is probably a good way to get out of the goblin prison. These long winding tunnels. Oh no, it's a goblin lord. What's he saying? So he says, Huasien Ragangith. Who goes there? If you've come to trade, I need to see your written authorization from the boss himself, and I need to see your gem dealer's license. So that says Vokas Sokino Fulawisos. It means that our quest book has been updated, so they put a note in there saying that we need to get our gem dealer's license and authorization to show that Gothic Lord in order for us to go on, to travel through the kingdom. So, let's do that. Let's find our authorization. I think, yes, we can get it from here. Now, this would normally be an opportunity for you to test stealth in the game. You can sneak past this guy who's sleeping and steal his papers. But I'm not a stealthy character, so I just have to, beat him to death. There we go, nice. So we have some more words. Stalls, sticks, a cup, another wangaris, a pillow. He just has some fish on him, a drink, and there's a key to the goblin outpost. And these are our papers that we need. You can click on this door as well to get a secret area. Okay, let's go, because the problem is that this is unuf meleda. It's not been signed. This says Source Lobbyins, the license. Sahaldan sto frises the one holding this is free to walk through the Goblin Kingdom. Given by, and then it's blank. So we need to find a goblin who'll be willing to sign it for us. And I happen to know one who's maybe going to be in the tavern. So let's see if we can find him in the tavern. Oh my, there's been a slaughter here. Let's see what's going on in that castle. So this dying soldier, in the English, which is audio only, it doesn't have subtitles, he says that we need to go up to see his commander Ortion, who's there. In the full version of the game, when it's done, hopefully we'll have Gothic-language audio recordings of this, so you can hear him saying that, and you can then go up to see Ortion. But for now, we just have the text translated. So here's Ortion. He's surprised to see a civilian coming here. He asks if we're a mercenary and if they can rely on our help. He says that he might be a mercenary, and he asks what happened to Ortion and his friends. He said that they were attacked by a small group of Ilsids, and they took 3 of the men. And this is a cutscene where he explains who the Ilsids are. He said, find someone else to help, I've got my own problems. Ortion says, you're our only hope. I can't trust in the people at the tavern, I'd rather trust a complete stranger. he says you have to go to the into the city and show and explain or announce to the king what happened here. It's the most important thing. Because the king will send reinforcements. And he said, you just said that the path going to the city is blocked. He says there might be another way going through the Goblin Kingdom. It's dangerous and complicated, but there's no choice. He said, that's impossible, I've just gotten away from a goblin prison. And then Ortion says, here, take this. This is a gem dealer's license. If they think you're a dealer and you don't attack them, then they won't hurt you. So now he's given us the things that we need. Or he's given us our gem dealer's license. So now we need to go and get our authorization signed by our friend Pulsius at the tavern. There are a few audio options in the tavern that I've put in, and I'm not going to show you them because I'm going to leave those as a secret for somebody who is interested in playing the full version in Gothic. If you throw cheese, by the way, the mice will run to it. It's very cute. And likewise, if you give the dog some food, it will follow you around. So, you can go to Pulsius and give him our unsigned paper. He says, there you go, your papers are in order, friend. So now we've got that signed, we can hopefully go down to the goblin area and go back through and come to the human outpost. Here we go. So he says to stop. He needs to see our gem dealer's badge and license. And now we've shown him those things, we can pass without him attacking us. Oh no, he attacks us. I must have shown him the wrong paper. That's fine, I'll kill him. But normally, if you show him the right paper... Oh, I needed to show him that. I showed him that. Oh well. Whatever. Now let's go up to the Goblin Lord, and we can pass by without all three of those attacking us. And to be honest, although, like, obviously you can turn on the sound and have the English audio, I don't care if people do for this, because I think you need to know the difference between the Losso and the Ostlovines, that in order to follow along and play the game correctly, that you're forced to engage with the Gothic at least a bit in order to progress with the game. So I think this will be a really good tool for learners when it's done. And now we've gotten to the end. So this is basically from this level upwards. We're on level... What level are we on? We're on level, we're on level 3, but we're on a different area. And from here on out, you can access all of the other zones in the game without any difficulty. Nothing is blocked to you. This is basically when the game actually starts and you've actually escaped from the Goblin Prison. So I'm going to end it here. That's the Troll Kingdom over there. And the rest of this stuff ahead isn't yet translated. So I'm going to end this video here. But to recapitulate, this has been me demonstrating for you guys the translation into Gothic of Arx Fatalis that I've done so far. So far, everything all of the tutorial has been translated into Gothic, and you can see all of the interface has been translated, the quest stuff has been translated. I am working on a translation of the full game, where everything in the game will be translated, and understandably that'll take a lot longer. Right now, as it stands, I would say about 20%, if we're being generous, has been translated into Gothic. And some of these were more difficult things because they were modern terms like the interface and graphic settings, which took me a while to think of the words for. But the rest of the things are like dialogue from the game and books from the game, which are obviously written with more medieval vocabulary, so it'll be easier to translate into Gothic. But there's so much more of it, it'll just take a long time to do. However, this has been I've been really proud to finally show you guys what I've been up to. Oh no, that's not been translated. That should have been translated. That's not good. As we've identified, there are some spelling errors. There's some bits of code that haven't fully gone in that I need to implement. So I'm going to be working on that. But this is a beta version of the translation of the tutorial into Gothic. If you want me to give you the text file, if you already have Arx Fatalis and you want to have a go at playing this game in Gothic, or at least the first 2 levels in Gothic, please message or let me know in the comment section or message me on Discord. If you have questions about what the full game will be like, let me know. I'd be very excited to hear from you. And until then, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!